The female nature is quite a peculiar thing, especially when viewed through the eyes of a man. The things that make perfect sense to us don't seem to apply to them, and the things that are completely normal for them seem alien to us. And it's totally understandable for men to not understand women. I mean, we don't even understand ourselves completely. Women are a different story altogether. But worry not. In this video, I'm going to go over 10 facts about female nature that can help you succeed with women. Number 1. Men and women think differently. The first and the most obvious fact about women is that they don't think the way you do. The things that would make perfect sense for you might not be the same for women. For example, a lot of men go to the gym for the sole purpose of impressing women. But in reality, not much changes when it comes to women. They're still the same lonely men, just more muscular now. Now, in their minds, being muscular is something a woman wants. But in reality, women rarely if ever go for gym bras. These things might make logical sense for you, but they won't for women. You see, men and women are fundamentally different. Men prefer logic and reasoning when it comes to their decisions. Women, on the other hand, are more emotional. I don't mean it in a bad way. Think of it like this. When choosing a laptop, a guy would go for the best specs, while a woman would go for a laptop that looks the best. You see how one went with a logical decision while the other went with a more emotional decision. Number 2. The things you do for her don't guarantee affection. Most of the relationships that are ended by men are done so for the sole reason that they didn't feel appreciated enough. Now, here's an interesting fact about women. A lot of guys tend to be under the misconception that just because they do something for a girl, she's going to appreciate them. That's not how it works, guys. Just because you did something for her doesn't guarantee affection and appreciation. Just because you took her on a fancy dinner and spent hundreds on it won't get her to appreciate you. Number 3. Women like bad boys. We all know that nice guys finish last and women like bad boys. But do you know the biggest reason a woman goes after bad boys? They make her forget all of the negativity in her own life. Bad boys, in general, are so nonchalant about everything that it seems like they don't have any problems at all in their lives. Women like this idea of being free from all the worries of the world. So, naturally, if a bad boy gives them a glimpse of this world, they easily end up falling for it. If you want to attract women, you need to stop complaining and being negative. Sure, you might have problems, but they're your problems, not hers. Face them yourself. And whenever you two are together, try to forget your problems and focus on what you're doing. This will make her feel the same way the bad boys make her feel. Once you two fall in love and become a true couple, then you can go and tell her your problems and your worries. Just don't do it too much. She might leave you. Number 4. Women prefer men that can ensure a good life. Biologically, a man prefers the most beautiful woman as a man. A wife with the highest reproductive value. Someone that can ensure his bloodline will improve. Women, on the other hand, go after a guy that can ensure their survivability. This is due to the centuries running biological programming in them. During the early days of humanity, men were primarily the only ones that handled the tougher things in life. They were the hunters, the gatherers, the warriors. Because of this, women naturally chose the men that could ensure their survival as a mate. And despite what modern feminism might tell women, they can't deny their biological programming. This is also why a lot of women are so attracted to height. Because height usually indicated better survivability back in the early days of humanity. Number 5. Her love for you isn't unconditional. We all like to believe in fairy tales. I mean, who doesn't like the idea of an unconditional love with no strings attached? A love that doesn't fade with the passage of time. A true love. But sadly, that kind of love is nearly impossible to find in the real world. The coldest, but also the most real advice I can give you guys is to always believe that her love for you is conditional. If you change, or if you stop doing the things you do for her, it might just disappear. Number 6. Being a nice guy doesn't matter. Being nice isn't that big of a deal that you think it is. Trust me, you being nice isn't something new to her. There's hundreds of men that are nice to her on a daily basis. So just simply being a nice guy won't do anything to improve your image in her eyes. And even if she appreciates you being nice to her, it's not enough to make her like you or see you as a romantic partner. I mean, why would it? Being nice is a basic human etiquette. It's nothing special. Number 7. Women don't like settling in the beginning. Most women, especially in the West, tend to actively avoid settling for the better part of their early life. From their late 20s to their early 30s, women spend the better part of their time chasing after things like fun, traveling, career, and the like. This is because most women think of settling as though they wouldn't be able to pursue these things after they settle. So it's only natural that they try to avoid it. Number 8. Women are aware of the effect their beauty has on men. While guys might think that most women aren't exactly aware of the effect their beauty has on men, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, most women even tend to use their femininity and beauty to their advantage, even if they don't go around exploiting their femininity consciously. They will still do it subconsciously, which is why men that can resist their allure are much more attractive to women. Number 9. Women like being led. Sure, feminism might have come around and destroyed most of the traditional values in the world. But even feminism can't erase centuries of biological programming. And, as I mentioned before, women prefer men who can ensure their survivability. And if they do get a man like this, he's not going to be the type that's going to follow others. He's going to be the type to lead. Men have been the protectors, providers, and the caretakers for centuries. It's man of the house for a reason. So, the next time she says that she wants to eat, don't ask her, tell her yourself. Lead her. But try not to take it overboard, and take context in mind. Number 10. Women love attention. In many ways, attention matters more to a woman than anything else. So what does it mean for you as a man? Well, you should try to look at the attention you give to women as a product. And, as is the case with supply and demand of other products in the market, the rarer a product is, the higher its value is. So, if you find yourself giving women all the attention they need, maybe try toning it down a bit. It'll help. Trust me. If you liked the video, why not like and subscribe? It's sure to help the channel. If you didn't like the video, please let me know in the comments below so I can improve my mistakes. As always, you've all been fantastic. Goodbye.